We're gearing up for another Chicano Commencement. With me here on Comunidad del Valle are Claudia Mendeville and Cecilia Lopez, my guests here on Comunidad del Valle, as part of the organizing committee for Chicano Commencement. Now, we do have video of last year's main commencement, and that's something that I went through. I won't tell you how long ago, but I mean, it was nice. You know, it's a big ceremony. You always want to see what a college ceremony is like. But there's nothing like Chicano Commencement because it's intimate. There's 50 or 60 of you, and you get to individually thank your parents. Talk, if you will, about why, Claudia, why you decided to go through Chicano Commencement as well.
Chicano Commencement, my first time doing it was as an undergrad back in 2009, and so I was part of the executive board, and it was an opportunity for me to bring my family to San Jose, because I'm originally from Monterey County, to share with me my cultura, traditions, and everything, and also give them the opportunity to share my graduation ceremony and also continue the traditions of what Chicano Commencement is, which started back in 1968.
Well, what about you, Cecilia?
Well, my journey started last year. I was a junior rep for the graduating class 2011. I actually loved what the movement stood for back in the Chicano movement, following the civil rights movement. I loved the experience, you know, just having an organization about 50 to 60 students kind of raise a lot of money and from the community to just kind of build their own ceremony to give back to like our parents and our friends, you know, the ones that brought us here, and just to show that Latinos are graduating. That's the reason why I kind of joined, and being a part of the e-board just helps a lot. Just it helps us be leaders in our community as well.
Yeah, absolutely. And for those for those who might not be aware, back when this program first started, there were more than a dozen Chicanos who stood up from that commencement address that you saw there at San Jose State Spartan Stadium, and they walked out because they said the university was not doing enough to recruit and retain enough Latinos, and so they walked out. They had their own separate graduation ceremony called Chicano Commencement. And you all are continuing the what annual tradition now?
42nd annual.
Oh my goodness. Tell us about this year's event. It's going to be pretty exciting, I hear.
Yes.
Tell us about what's happening this year with Chicano Commencement. You got a full program with dancers and music and whatnot?
So this year we're very excited. We have a full program. Our Chicano Commencement will be this year, May 27th, Sunday at San Jose State Event Center. And we are going to have mariachi, folklorico. We're also going to have a keynote speaker coming in from Teatro Univision, and it's going to be a very nice program. It's also going to be an opportunity to share with our families our traditions, and we're looking forward to everyone being there to celebrate our graduation ceremony.
And I know a lot of the graduates are first generation. I mean, does that add to the emotion maybe when you're up there receiving your certificate and thanking your family and friends up on stage?
I believe so, just because they're not just representing themselves and their diplomas, they're representing their family, what their family, you know, came to this country to do, is just kind of like give them a better education. So receiving that diploma as first generations is just, it's a big deal, and we're giving them the opportunity to share that with their families and as well with our graduating class of 2012.
Tell us about the chavalitos in the crowd. You're going to have little kids there, grammar school, junior high school, maybe little brothers or sisters or nephews or nieces. What do you think your message would be to them by watching you go through this process? You've done it once and you're going to do it again. What do you think the message that they're getting when they see you up there doing it?
I think the message is that us as, you know, Latinas, it gives them the message that they can also do it. They can also go to school, they can get an education, be part of Chicano Commencement, and be professionals in the working force and give back to the community as well.
And this is a year-long process. I mean, you start fundraising the day after the last Chicano Commencement, so it hasn't been easy. You need a lot of money to be able to make sure this goes off with a bang. Tell us about that year in fundraising and maybe where you're at. Maybe you might need a little help from the viewers out there.
Yeah, well, actually, for me, from last year, we actually started fundraising the day of. We got pre-sale, so we invite the whole community to just, not just our families, but be a part of our ceremony. So, you know, if they would like to be part of the pachanga, you know, part of our ceremony as well, they can buy in pre-sales. And then we just fundraise from the fall semester all the way till the day before the ceremony as well. We get a lot of sponsorships, a lot of donations from the community. Like I said before, a lot of our professors help us out. The president of the university usually helps us out. So, you know, whatever we can get, because we raise about $30,000 to $40,000 for this ceremony.
Wow. And it's an inclusive ceremony now. You have, I mean, the president of the university has been involved for several years now, but back then when it first started, it was, you know, not an affront to the university, but it was in protest of the university policies. As a Chicano on campus, do you think that you're continuing that legacy of those people who walked out so many years ago?
I do believe so, just because back then it wasn't even at San Jose State University that was established. It was San Jose College.
Right.
So just to walk out, as a protest, I feel like now, I mean, we still have a big fight to go, but now I feel like we feel more welcomed and kind of like we're accepted, and we are representing a big body of students, not just Chicanos, but Latinos and minorities. So I feel like for the president and other professors to get involved in this ceremony, like our madrinos and madrinas, is just a big help to encourage us as well.
All right, well, thank you for continuing the tradition. Chicano Commencement at San Jose State University is happening there on May 27 at the San Jose State University Event Center. Any final thoughts, Claudia, before we let you go? Any final thoughts, parting shots, anything you would like to say to the viewers before we let you go?
So you can just go ahead and contact us if you would like to join our ceremony or, help us out for next year. We're going to keep this going. Contact us. If you would like to give any donations, we're more than happy to take your donations as well. So thank you.
All right, thank you very much. And now here's what's happening in your comunidad on ¿Qué pasa?